Okay, so you're gonna do that today.
Yeah.
On the Friday that you're gonna pay the next payment, can you get that paid before 1 o'clock?
Yeah, but I get paid usually in the morning around like 8, so I pick my check up and I just go get the money.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna indicate you're gonna pay the balance today, or you're gonna pay 823 today,
Yep,
and then you're gonna get the balance paid by the 19th.
yep.
So if you get that paid, I don't need to see on the adjourn date. You got to make sure everything's paid.
Oh, it will be.
But if you don't have it paid, then you'll need to come down to the courthouse. So
Okay.
I'll adjourn this out to December 19th, 2025 at 2 p.m.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Court calls the case of Arbor Woods versus David Vaughters.
Sydney Fontanelle for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
She's a nurse. She's behind on rent. Then she tells the judge, I own the property. The room goes quiet until the judge sets an in-person hearing.
David Vaughters, they are not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am requesting a default judgment. There is rent due of $617.72, court costs of $186, for a total of $803.72. And I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which I believe puts us at the 22nd.
Second. Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested with writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Marjorie Watkins.
Sydney Fontanelle for the plaintiff.
That I saw. Marjorie Watkins, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am requesting a default judgment in light of the defendant's failure to appear. There is current rent of $617.37, court costs of $186, for a total of $803.37. And I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which would put us at December 22nd.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Arbor Woods versus Michelle Young.
Sydney Fontanelle for the plaintiff.
I'm here.
Where?
I'm here.
There she is. She's okay. She wasn't labeled. Gotcha. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there is rent currently due of $1,656.47, court costs of $186, for a total of $1,842.47 currently due.
All right. And Ms. Young?
Yes.
How are you going to get this paid?
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, I own that property. It's lot rent that I owe. I've been fixing on that home because I bought it from hoarders. So my hours went down. I'm a nurse, so I'm trying to get help also till I get back on my feet. I just start picking up my hours because I wasn't feeling well. So I plan, but I would like a payment arrangement or get help from Hawk or something. I didn't know anything about.
Okay, have you called Hawk?
No, I just found out.
Okay, you need to get them called right away.
Okay, can I have a number, please?
Yes, 734-961-1999.
Thank you. I plan on paying them. Like I said, I do own my property. I just have to pay them the lot rent. I just have to try to get a payment arrangement to get some kind of assistance.
Well, you can call Hawk. You're always free to call the attorney's office and see if the landlord's willing to work something out for you.
Okay.
All right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this to December 19th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse if everything's not paid. All right?
19th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Ms. Fontanelle is asking for you to recall that one. You took a judgment. It should judgment, she said.
Arbor Woods, recalling Arbor Woods versus Flora Boone.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanelle, P86316 for the plaintiff. Your Honor, I had previously taken a default judgment. My client has actually requested to dismiss this case, so I would request to have this case dismissed.
All right, I'll vacate the judgment that I entered. This case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Northville Crossing versus Jason Bradley.
Sydney Fontanelle for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
I'm here, Your Honor.
And Makisha Crawford.
She's here.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. Oh, they got both of you. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $1,940.06, court costs of $246, for a total of $2,186.06 currently due.
All right. Folks, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Okay, so Your Honor, if I could explain, so the total amount that she's referring to would be, of course, including December's rent, which is would be due the late fee of $50. Now, I do have the amount for November's rent, which is, I believe, $967.29, plus I think the court fees, which would be $1211.29. I can actually have that paid no later than Monday. I just need
How much is that you're going to pay?
$1211.29.
12/11/29. Okay. By Monday.
Yes.
Okay. And then what about the balance of that?
Now, the remaining balance, of course, is the $967 for this month. Now, I never received a 7-day notice for that amount as of yet. Normally, it's late after the 5th.
Here's the way it works, sir. You received the amount that you owed in November. Had you paid that, there wouldn't be an issue. But you didn't pay that, so they filed their case. When they come to court, they're entitled to seek whatever is due at that time. And at this time, right now, December is due.
I see. So at this time, I just need a few weeks to get the rest of it because I do work. I'm really the only breadwinner in terms of income. I'm also disabled, so I work from home. But my wife is going to be contacting Hawk today to try to get assistance with that.
Okay. All right. So get the 12/11/29 paid by Monday. What I will do then is I will adjourn this out 1 week to the 19th at 2 p.m. Okay. Also, you can contact the attorney's office and see if there's something that can be worked out regarding, how you're going to get this paid based upon how you yourself get paid. So you can always feel free to do that also. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I do
Miss
have
Crawford, did you want to say anything? He just hogged the whole time that you had.
No, sir.
Did you want to say something?
No, sir.
You're good?
Yes.
All right. I got sick of listening to him. I wanted to hear
my
from you.
apologies.
All right, folks. That hearing next week is an in-person hearing, okay? So
No.
if everything's not paid, you'll have to be here.
Okay. Only myself. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Only myself will be attending that hearing because he's not able.
I got it. I get it. Okay. I understand. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much,
folks. You guys have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Nicholas Buckland and Brittany Moore.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Buckland, Moore, they're not here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am requesting a default judgment. There is current rent due of $720.62, court costs of $246, for a total of $966.62. And I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which would put us at December 22nd.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days. Northville Crossing versus Ardell Carson.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Hello.
Well,
Hello.
okay, there she is. Are you Ardell Carson?
Hi. I'm
Hello.
Ardella, his daughter.
Okay.
My Zoom is not working, so I'm on the phone.
Okay, who are you?
I'm Ardella Gillis, his daughter. I live with him.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And right now I'm in Lansing. I'm at work at the moment. So I wanted to hurry up and jump on this call.
Okay. I understand. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, there is rent of $3,895.24. Court costs of $190 for a total of $4,085.24 currently.
All right, and ma'am, how are you guys gonna get that paid?
1,100 was already paid on December the 1st. I provided proof to the court. I also filled out a renter's assistance because we filed with our SER and we're waiting
Yes,
on a
ma'am.
response, and I have a tracking number.
Okay.
We also
Did you file
called
that
Hawk.
with the, did you file that with the court?
Yes, sir, I did.
Um,
I sent it to the email that was given to me.
Hang on. Yes, she did. I don't have, you didn't put the tracking number on here, so you may have to refile it with the tracking number by Wednesday. But I have the form you're talking about.
Okay, all right, yeah, because I did turn in everything that I was supposed to turn in.
Okay. And so, Ms. Fontanella, you have the December 1st payment, I presume.
Yes, I show that $1,100 was received and posted to the ledger on the 1st, and so the amounts that I stated reflect that payment.
All right. And ma'am, how are you gonna take care of the balance of this? You got the SER.
Yes, sir. And I also reached out to Hawk last week, and they said once I get the balance under 3,000, that I can call them back, and they will assist us in helping us with the remainder of the payment.
Okay, but how are you gonna do that with the getting it? Because you need about 1,100 to get that under 3,000.
Yes, sir. I get paid. I just got back to work. That's why I said I'm in Lansing. I work as a home health care aide for an agency, and they just put me back to work on Monday. So I get paid like every 2 weeks. So it'll be the week after next. I get paid on Wednesdays.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do, ma'am. I'm going to adjourn this out to December 19th, 2025 at 2 p.m. All right? And that's an in-person hearing, so somebody will need to be here.
Okay.
And feel free to, certainly, if you get it under that amount, then you can deal with Hawk. We'll need to know the status of your SER at that time. And you can also feel free to contact the attorney's office to see if something else can be worked out.
Okay, yes, the office has been trying to help us too, so they've been working with us to keep us in the home.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a great holiday.
You do the same.
Okay, bye-bye.
Northville Crossing versus Justin Hay.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Good morning.
You got her? Okay. All right, your name, you're Mr. Hay?
Yep.
Okay. What's plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $2,242.32, court cost of $190 for a total of $2,432.32 due.
All right, Mr. Hay?
Okay. That's higher than what I was expecting, but that's fine. I'll make a $700 payment Wednesday when I get paid. I just got my heat turned back on. With the cold and everything, that was my main focus. Like I say, Wednesday I'll make a payment, and I'll continue to make those payments until it's paid off. I should have it paid off before the end of the month.
Okay. I can't at this point say that that's going to necessarily work for plaintiff. However, what I will do is I'll adjourn, pay the 700. I'll adjourn this out to the 19th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing.
Okay.
And so you'll need to be down at the courthouse. You can also feel free to apply for assistance, but also you can call plaintiff's office and see if something can be worked out by way of a conditional dismissal or otherwise.
Okay.
All right, sir?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Brendan Kuzma.
City Fontanella.
Brendan Kuzma? No. Oh, Kuzma and Ashley Kuzma. Neither are here. You may proceed.
Your Honor, this is a slightly smaller balance. I just want to preface that.
Okay.
So I am requesting a default judgment. There's rent of $50.67, court costs of
Excuse me? What was that?
$50.67, but there's court costs.
Oh,
Court
okay.
costs.
Okay, I just didn't think I heard it right. Go ahead.
I prefaced it, Your Honor,
You did. You did because you know what my reaction would be, but go ahead.
with court costs of $246 for a total of $296.67. I am requesting a default judgment. I don't have an issue putting in the further orders that if it's paid, we'll set this aside and submit a dismissal, though.
Yes. Judgment to the
And-
plaintiff. That is by default for possession.
Do you want me
Redemption
to?
amount is in the amount. No writ without a hearing.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Thank you.
Yes.
She asks for help, a payment plan, anything. The judge gives her 1 week and one warning. If it's not paid, she has to show up in court.
Court does call the case of North Road Crossing versus Cassandra Studer and Cheryl Richter.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Richter here. Cheryl Richter?
Yes.
All right. I'll need a camera if you have one available to you. And Fontanella, what is the plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, I'm showing that there's rent due of $1,805.91, court costs of $246 for a total of $2,051.91.
All right. And Ms. Richter, how are you guys going to intend on getting this paid?
By next week for sure.
Okay. You're going to pay the whole balance by next week? What day?
Monday I was gonna make a payment and then Friday,
Okay. So how much are you going to pay on Monday?
1,000.
Okay. You're going to pay 1,000 on the 15th. And then the next, you're going to have the balance by Friday, the 19th, right?
Correct.
Okay. Can you get that paid before, say, noon, 1 o'clock on that date?
Absolutely.
All right, so get that in. If everything's paid, I don't need to see you, but I'm gonna set a hearing for December 19th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. Okay, so if
okay.
everything's not paid, you'll need to come down to the courthouse, but if you have everything paid, you'll be good, but make sure everything's paid.
Okay, will do.
All righty, thank you. You have a great weekend, Mr.
You too. Bye-bye.
North Road Crossing versus Emily Watanabe and Brian Watanabe.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Watanabe, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. In light of the defendant's failure to appear, I am requesting a default judgment. There is current rent due of $699, court costs of $246 for a total of $945, and I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which would put us at December 22nd.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days. Northville Crossing versus Kelly White.
City Fontanella for the plaintiff.
Kelly White, not checked in, you may, and I should also say in Ross White. Neither are checked in, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am showing that there is rent due of $1,910.54, court costs of $246 for a total of $2,156.54, and I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which would put us at December 22nd.
Can you give me that amount again? I'm sorry, Kelly.
Yes, so rent is $1,910.54. Court costs are $246 for a total of $2,156.54.
Got it. Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default. For possession, redemption amount in the amount.
Now, things heat up. The defense claims the tenant edited his videos and left out crucial moments. Whenever you hear words like carefully edited in court, you know credibility is about to be the battleground.
Behind the scenes, detectives were piecing together a timeline so tight that even the smallest inconsistency could expose everything. And this moment, it was the first real slip